before the exam, you guys probably need to review how to write question number 7 because it's 15 marks and you can watch the video. Okay, let's continue then to text number 2. I want everyone to participate in class, alright? That will be really helpful. Girls, can we all participate? Thank you so much. Alright. Okay. Text number 2. I think everyone has done text number 2, correct? Everyone has done that. That's really good. Alright. So, do they use friends and family or any kind of experts? Yeah, you do have section A test. Yes. Full section A. Text 2 er moddhe ki ache? No, entire section A. Yeah. 1 hour. Yeah. Alright, girls. Well, they do mention tomorrow. Yeah, in the morning. Tomorrow, they're watching Tomorrow's World. Also, we need to do our attendance. লাস্ট ক্লাসে কে কে ছিল? পারমিতা ছিল না, জয়ী ছিল, স্বস্তিকা ছিল, I think. কি? Yeah, sorry আপনি মনে থাকে না কিছু, sorry darling. আচ্ছা, মারওয়া আছে এখানে, সামা আছে, পারমিতা আছে আজকে, and স্বস্তিকা আছে. আচ্ছা, ঠিক আছে. Alright, let's go back to this. কে কান্নাকাটি করতেছে আমার ক্লাসে? Okay, there is a mention of tomorrow's world. Mention of a show. Mention of tomorrow's. Not very relevant, but we're gonna talk about that anyway. Let's see the other points. What else can we talk about? Do we talk about family and experts? Not really. They don't really talk about nor family or experts. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember the text particularly. Oh, did we talk about the ending? We didn't talk about the ending on the other one. How does it end? I just thought it sounded quite cool. The ending is honestly very colloquial, very chatty, and it's not really anything particular, not very memorable. It's just very cool. I think it's just a very cool and collected ending. I don't really have anything particular to talk about when it comes to ending. Okay, emphasizes what? Text 2 emphasizes what? That the writer clearly really loved what she does, right? The writer loves what she does and wants other women to also be a part of this journey because she found it really interesting. She found it really awesome. She loved it. I mean, she constantly would say that I loved it, and then stuff like nothing more satisfying, and then striving to achieve. Really enjoyed setting goals for herself. So again, she really enjoys this. She wants people to break the stereotypes, be educated, be confident, and have role models. These are the issues, and she wants to fix these issues, right? She wants to break, just get rid of the misconceptions. She wants flexible working hours for women. Maybe not only on working hours, just flexibility in terms of what they do, what they their jobs essentially in IT. She constantly talks about the shortage of female role models and leaders within the industry. There's a repetition when it comes to that. She feels as though there isn't enough people that we can look up to. Right? That's something we can talk about. Yeah, she just talks about a lot of improvements. She really emphasizes the improvements. improvements, right? Like what can be done, what to do, what would be like, the challenges and stuff like that. But she's extremely positive when it comes to how she feels about this. And the perspective comes from, I believe she is also an adult. Who's the audience though? A woman. Women are the audience, right? We're the audience. There's a strong support for women and their success, how they can break through, how they can contribute. There's a strong support for women and, you know, them being in the IT sector, maybe making something for themselves, making a career out of it, and being a role model for the next generation, right? There's a lot of that role model talking. Talk about role model. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think we have a well-rounded answer. Now let's look at the mark scheme. Question number 7. Let's see how we can make our answer better. Oh, how long do we? 15 minutes, alright. Alright, so how would we get top marks? The response considers a varied and comprehensive range of comparisons between texts. We need to get as many things as possible. That we need to talk about a variety of things. And then analysis of the writer's ideas and perspectives, including how theme, language, and structure are used across text. Okay, so we're going to want to focus on the theme, the language, and the structure. So what does that mean? What is the theme? We know the theme. Jobs, inspiration, role models, Gymshark. What is the language? The language is informal to connect with us. What are the structure like? The structure is very simple. Simple sentences, easy to understand words, very easy to connect to. Okay, balance. Oh yeah, balance across both texts. That's why we picked 4 differences, 4 similarities. Fully support the points that are being made. Yeah, I think we got it. Now let's look at some of the mark scheme points that we can talk about. Text 1. Let's see if we missed anything. Initial unpleasant description of the work environment. Yes. When he talks about permanent aching back, 12-hour work, he doesn't want that. We talk about the beginning all the time, don't we, girls? Yes, we do. Direct speech, exactly, we got it. We talked about the direct speech as well. What else can we talk? Describe how he developed the company. 4 apps, 6 different websites. We talked about this as well. Did we talk about this? Yes, we talked about the glistening black and chrome. We talked about how modern and chic he is because he's successful. 2 years to get it right. Yes, we talked about this as well, right? He had an idea for a t-shirt, which is like merchandise, and then he took 2 years to get it right. I don't remember particularly reading this one because we read that before. But yeah, he's down to earth apparently. Yes, he is down to earth, right? He's walking his dogs. He's spending time with his family. He is down to earth. Yes. Okay, it is positive and upbeat. 3rd person account. Yes, we talked about this. It shows how an ordinary person can be successful. It is an article. Okay. All right. Text 2 starts positively. एक ये पद से नहीं. Allah. Fatah will say अच्छा. Reassuring and advisory. Yes. There is combining innovation, creativity, and problem solving. We talked about this as well. Stereotype, education, confidence, and lack of role models. We talked about this. Empowering women. Alright, you can be a part of the future. Okay. It is a transcript of an interview. It is first person. We also talked about this. The purpose is to persuade women to consider working in IT. Yes, to make you want to work in IT. That is true. Let's see the comparison. One is persuasive, another is advisory. One is about one successful businessman. I told you guys this many times. It's about Ben only. Versus text 2 is about women in IT in general. Text 1 is about a man. Text 2 is about woman. Oh, okay. Sure it is. Text 1 presents a success story. Text 2 presents problems that need to be overcome. We just talked about this. They really bring out the problems that we can overcome, the challenges, what things to work on. Okay. Text 1 shows financial benefit success. Text 2 shows more of a personal benefit success. That is true. Text 1 presents one success story, and text 2 is more about how people, women, can be successful. We talked about the direct speech, and then we talked about how it's a first person account. Yes, we talked about that. Both texts are by successful people, contains information about their background. We talked about this. What does background mean? Marwa, what does background mean in here? Their backstories, yeah, exactly. They both refer to technology, yes, they do. And again, this favorite thing that they put in every mark scheme, they clearly convey the writer's ideas and perspectives. Okay, I think we talked about everything that we can talk about. Mark scheme, done. Question paper, done. Individually talking about every single point, done. The only thing left for us is examiner's report a little bit. Okay, who's gonna read this for me? There's only a little bit to read anyway. We have 10 minutes, enough time for us to read through. Okay, Marwa, do you wanna read this? Yes, you do. You can think of Marwa. Harnesses. Future. Carriers. Okay, who's gonna read the next one? Shasti, can you read this? Stating that. Stating. Stating. Sama, can you read both? Share a fascination for technology. It was technology that helped Ben create Gymshark. However, in the article about Ben, the concept of his use of technology is, I don't know, something over and only written in a singular paragraph, whereas text 2 mainly evolves around technology. This is not like the best response, but I mean, I would not even give it 8. Yeah, they were out of 15, they got 8. Mhm. Yeah, exactly. So I think you guys can write better than this. Remember, it's about how they feel. How are they talking about a certain thing? How are they talking about technology? How are they talking about Gymshark? How are they feel? How is text 1 and 2 different in terms of how they speak about this? Difference in the ending, difference in overall, difference in the starting, difference in who the audience is, difference in direct address, stuff like that. Also, in broader sense, see these little things we're like mentioning: direct address, first person, advice, information, article, this stuff, and also in the broader sense, how do they feel? And how is text 1 and text 2 different in terms of how they have written about the stories of these people, right? Is it much clearer now as to what to do for question number 7? Do you guys find it a lot easier in terms of what to write? Do you guys feel like you understand it better now? Marwa, Shastika, Paramita, Sama? I could do that, but that's exactly why I showed you the examiner's report, because this is like what the examiners would have wanted. You know what I mean? That's why I show you guys examiner's report in every class, to show you guys what the perfect answer would look like. Yeah. So, do you guys think maybe after today's class you understand a little bit better as to what to do for question number 7? Yeah. Was it more difficult? I feel like you guys found question 7 very difficult. Is it easier after today? Yeah. But like in terms of understanding, do you feel like you understood what to do?